Hey guys, what's up? We're going to check out this new Rugged Liner premium 3-piece hard folding tonneau cover that I just picked up from the dealership as part of my purchase. They say it can be installed in, I think, 5 or 10 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Now, before going too much further, I wanted to point out there's a dust seal on the front of this that I happened to run into somebody at the dealership installing one. Noticed they put it in wrong. Very simple. Right here at the front of the front part there is this flap, and it's not supposed to stay folded under. It's supposed to go up and over the front of this lip to provide a seal on the bed. And the seal is not going to be as easy as it looks. Since it's attached flat, it wants to fold under. Nice. You've got to unfold it under these buckles up front. So you fold it all the way back to make sure it's lined up with the rest of the bed. This is also a way that you can use it while driving. You can fold up back 2/3, lock it into place. Still carry some tall cargo. Kind of a nice feature. Alright, that looks to be fairly centered. Not to say that there can't be some minor adjustments down the road. There's another seal back here that rolls on there and sits on top of that tailgate. Open and close pretty easily. Looks like it sits about an inch over the tailgate, so hopefully that forms a nice strong seal. Keep it on heavy. So now that that's lined up, we'll fold it back over and secure the front pieces. Alright, this step's pretty simple. First, we just got to attach these safety clips to this tie-down point. This will just keep us from flying away if there's ever some sort of malfunction. Could always tighten those down later. Be very careful. These were just sitting in the little box in the back that looked like garbage. These are the blocks that go in there, and the utility track for the clamps to hook onto. But beware, they have some very small set screws, some of which are actually attached, and some that are loose. And luckily I dumped them all out into the recess on my tailgate, or I might have been crawling around on the garage floor to find this. So in order to put these mounting blocks in, I've actually had to take out not just the first, but both of these tie downs. And then I'm going to have to pop out the end of this rail to slide in the block. It took me a minute to figure out how to get that out. Rather than pulling on it, you just push in on this tab and it'll slide right out. Which will allow me to now slide in this forward block as well as a second one for the rear. And I'll have to do this on both sides. So I'll slide this down to the point where I can tell that that clamp is going to be needed. And there's a little bit of wiggle room where you could probably adjust the tonneau cover without having to remove the clamp. Now we'll tighten this down. Just give it a little bit of a tightness, otherwise it might strip the head out. And this forward clamp is not meant to be quick release like the rear one will be. It simply goes into place and it gets tightened down permanently. Do my best to make sure that this bolt is as straight up and down as possible, so that it's pulling this cover straight down and not at an angle. And then I'll repeat on the other side. So I've got both sides down with the clamps. One concern I have right off the bat is all the way at the forward corners of the cab. You can definitely see some light. Hopefully that goes away once everything's in place and tightened down. We'll have to see. Alright, so we've got the front half third tightened down. We're going to roll this all the way back out again and secure the rear clamps. Hopefully none of this moved during the install. And it looks pretty even on both sides, so I think we're going to be good. So once again, I'm going to take out these packing blocks that aren't needed. We're going to use clamps to make sure that the metal support is in the right spot, which is almost to the end of the bar. We'll do both sides at the same time. And then we'll tighten those in place. And those have a set screw just to keep them there. Really the clamp itself, when you put everything down, should keep it in place. Alright. So these back clamps are the ones that allow you to do a quick release to get in and out of your bed. And they're threaded just like the other, but rather than the one-time bolt, these have a sort of a key that'll lock it in place. See that needs to definitely be tightened. So pull it away, give it a few turns to shorten up the throat. It seems to be pretty tight, but I may go just a few turns more. The metal fastener here seems to give a little ways when you really try to clamp down. And again, I did my best to align this bolt vertically so that it's pulling straight down and not off to one side or the other. Let's get this closed and make sure everything's lined up pretty well. Closed right up. To take a look at the seal in the back, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be folded forward or backwards. I would assume forwards. The tailgate will take it that way as it closes. And make sure that water doesn't sit on this and roll inside that cover. It may just be compressed and rolled under due to the packing like the front one was. It may just take some time to come back to the shape it should be in. But there is a rubber seal that runs end to end that should give a tight seal. So overall, this seems like a fairly easy install. May have taken a few extra minutes to make some fine-tune adjustments. I'm going to do some follow-up with the manufacturer, see if we can figure out what the gaps in the front are about, what I can do to fix it. So one of the features I forgot to mention the whole time I was making this video, I was using my cell phone as a flashlight, is that these actually come equipped with LEDs back at both rear mounting points. Just enough light to see what you need.